Hi everybody. Welcome to Quarter Inch Seam. I'm Angela, you're in my sewing room. Pull up a chair or a stool or whatever you can find. Just dump the stuff on the floor. Sit down and we'll chit chat while I sew. Hopefully you'll be sewing too. What are you working on? What are you sewing, huh? What are you doing? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little frazzled because I officially think that I am somehow short for one butterfly. I just can't seem to put my fingers on the fabric. So I'm gonna look through a little bit of this stack right here, and so we'll see if there's a little bit in there. Oh my God, it's so hot. It's gotta be, it's, well, I know, and we keep talking about it, and I keep telling you, it's just because it's summertime. I mean, of course it's hot, it's summertime. Yeah, but it's hot. Hi, Minnie. Hi, baby. She's feeling a little neglected, a little bored, probably is probably a good word, because it's just too hot. It's just too hot. Like right now, you know, it's evening and Steve usually will go outside and start working on something in the yard for a little bit, go putz around in the yard for a bit, and I'm just gonna sew on these butterflies. My head's just, oh, and I'm getting a headache. Okay. Yes, we figured out what the weird sound was. The machine, it was either the wrong stitch or I don't know what, but it was trying to sew sideways. I don't know why she would choose to do that, but you know, hey, I don't make the rules. Okay, oh. So, if for some reason I can't find this butterfly fabric, well, hold your horses. I do have another one of those. Okay, so for the August quilt that we're gonna do, we're doing Falling Leaves by Missouri Star. So get the fabric. I know that they were on, get the pattern. I know that they were on sale over the weekend. Everybody was talking about it on Sunday. So you're gonna have to go to Missouri Star and see if it's still on sale. I just do the digital download. You can do whatever you want, but I can't wait, and I don't want to pay for shipping. When I want a fat pattern, I want it right then and there. So that in 2 years, when I'm ready to do it, I have it right in my hand. Okay, so now the dilemma. I have 2 of these and 2 of these. This is what I wanted to use. This and this. It's going to take a little bit more thinking now. And I'm just all thought out today. Not a bad day, just busy. Lots of transitioning. Do you ever have days like that where you feel like, whoa. Days where you just, you know, you get one thing to the other thing to the other thing. I did get some stuff accomplished today, which was very good. But I have so much stuff to do tonight that this butterfly thing, though, is really starting to stress me out because I need to take some time and go through stuff in here. But right now, this week, I don't have time to go through and see. I must have a scrap somewhere. I only need, like, how big are these butterflies, for Pete's sake? They're like 8 inches across or so. That's about the widest that it gets, is about 8 inches. And then 7 inches. Oh my goodness, excuse me. 7 inches tall. So I mean, like a 7 by 8 piece of fabric is nothing. Oh God. Steve went out this morning with the guys and played golf. It was too hot. It was just too hot. But by the time we got home, he said that they were just, like on the 18, they just didn't have, yeah, nothing left. Yeah. And a bunch of the guys were starting to feel a little, you know, it's just too hot. So anyway, what project are you working on? I'm working on these butterflies because I'm trying to wrap this thing up. I still haven't done the border on that other quilt. Oh, you guys are always so far ahead of me. Next week, I've got to buckle down and focus on getting these projects done and out of here. I keep thinking I miscounted or misplaced a butterfly. You don't have it over there, do you? Anyway. And then we gotta put a bow on the petals. Gotta start wrapping these things up. But this one has got to go out in August. In fact, it's got to go out the first week of August. I want to get it done. I'm not going to do Robin or Laura. Or I think it was Laura. Actually got my brain thinking, and what I am going to do is I'm just going to sew, kind of like stitch in a ditch, down the stitch lines of the sashing, and that's what I'm going to do for the quilting, because I really don't want to, it's such a simple kind of classic look that I don't want to mess it up. Not that I don't want to clutter it up or make it too busy, because I'm sure people would know if they, with a long arm or whatever, would know how to do that, but I just want it to stay. I'm afraid if I start sewing on it and start making it too busy or too weird, it's just going to get out of control, and then I'm going to make a mess. And obviously, based on this fabric dilemma that we're having right now, I won't be able to duplicate it. And I think I found at Hobby Lobby the backing for this quilt. There's a really pretty kind of a florally type cream and greens and same color feel as this, kind of that muted color. So as soon as I get it, the top finished, I'm gonna go and get the backing for this one because I think that that's gonna look really pretty. The petals, though, the petals are going to be the dilemma, because I don't know what to use for the backing of this. Now, there's 4 missing. Whoops, sorry about the light. There's 4 that are not pinned down there because they're on my table because I'm trying to get the stitching done, the applique stitching done. But take a snapshot or a screenshot or whatever real quick of where those are right now. And then let me know if what you think should be moved. They're not numbered, I know. I know. But if you think, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. How rude. If you think something should be moved, I don't know how you'll be able to explain it. Angela, just go over and number the darn toot and bangs. All day long, I feel like, do you know those, they were kind of old-timey musicians, and they would play, I don't know what they called them, where they played like 4 or 5 different instruments all at one time. That's how I feel. That's how I feel most of my life. Like I'm playing the guitar, scratching my head, like doing the harmonica, doing the drum. That's how I feel. And of course, there's drama down at my mom's house. Whoops. Not big drama, but little drama. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna run out of thread. All right, let's see. I don't. Hi, Minnie. Hi, honey. Hi, pretty girl. What the heck? Hi, pretty girl. You know, you would never know that based on the disaster that this room is, the dumpster fire really that this room is, or my office, you would think that the rest of my house looked like that, and it doesn't. Just these 2 rooms. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay. one's done. Two more. Well, should be three more. Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy. And I gotta go start dinner. But the funny thing is that this room, even when it's only for like 20 minutes, manages to calm me down just a little bit and kind of refocus your brain, you know? It just gives you a different, okay, pause and do something that is not related to all of the other things that have to get done. And amazingly enough, you kind of start sometimes to realize that those things will be okay without you for a few minutes. Or that worry, you don't have to worry about that for a few minutes. You don't have to worry about things every just incessantly throughout the day. I get worried I'm going to forget. I worry about what I'm going to forget. I worry about the stuff that's not going to get done. I worry about the stuff that is going to get done. I worry about this. I worry about that. What should I do here? What should I do there? Then I have so many different thoughts swirling that I can remember this very vividly, and I don't remember when it was. It was within the last few years. I would get worried that I was going to forget to worry about something. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Okay. Oh, you'll love this. I forgot to pick up our trash this morning. Or this afternoon. I think I was on the phone with the girl trying to fix something on our account, and no, I was on the phone trying to order. We don't have yard pickup because a lot of times Steve just goes to the dump. You know, he takes the yard waste to the dump. You know, if we have palm fronds and that kind of thing, he just waits until it's, you know, enough, loads it on the trailer and takes it over. Because then if he has other yard stuff, he can just do it all one time. Well, sometimes when we just have grass clippings or whatever, I just have them pick it up. But so I have to call in and ask them to do it, you know, on like a one-off type thing. So somehow we were talking and I said, okay, but then they're still coming at normal time today. And she goes, well, I said around 2 o'clock. And she said, well, I'm not really sure because a different guy is doing that route today. Whatever. I said, all right, whatever. I don't care who picks up the trash. Makes no difference to me. Except for the fact that they didn't come by. And last week I forgot to put the bins out. And last week forgot to put the bins out. And it wasn't that full. So I thought it's not a big deal. I'll just go another week, whatever. Well, then over the weekend, Steve was cleaning out the garage and stuff, and for some reason I ended up with a bunch of trash from this week, and so both cans are just full. Is this stimulating conversation or what? Anyway. So, now, you know, it's been, yesterday it got up to 100. Today it got up to 100, or 99. In Smyrna, Georgia, it is 112 degrees. Somewhere else in Florida, New Smyrna Beach, I think. Supposedly it was 117. Anyway, so my trash is ripe. So now it's sitting out by the road and it's just awful. And the occasional fly. It's quite embarrassing. So, I had to call them and tell them to please come pick up my trash tomorrow. Because it's yucky. Okay, I'm going to finish this one, and then don't forget, in the comments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, because then there's a company that does quilting stuff that we could partner with. We have to have 5,000 subscribers. So, if you know somebody who likes this kind of stuff, or if you have not already done so, please like, subscribe, and share. Oh gosh, I'm making cheeseburger pie for dinner. Betty Crocker, Bisquick. I don't know what the... I don't know. God, now I'm getting thrown up. I don't know what the... I can't get my foot up high enough off the pedal. So when I'm talking, like if I basically mean to stop, my foot is still kind of resting on the pedal. So I don't know if I need my pedal further away from me, which I can't do because of the way my table is. Or if I need it... If I need to be higher, I don't know. So start getting your stuff together if you're going to do the August quilt. We'll call it the quilt of the month. That's what we're going to work on. In July, we did petals. Minnie! Hey, Minnie! She'll like to play with that. Okay, let's get this puppy on here. Ba-da, ba-da. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Okay. Did you find that little toy Mom had for you there? Did you find it? Okay, so the thread broke. Now, you're not supposed to do that, you know, back it off the wrong way, but I couldn't get it, there was nothing showing at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Oh. Hello. It didn't like that when it started running out of thread. The bobbin definitely didn't like that. Okay, that's okay. Let's see if that worked it out. Yeah. That is the good thing about using such a light thread for the applique, is that you can't really see my mistake. Okay, I'm going to go start dinner because I just realized I have to feed these folks. So I'm gonna do that. I'm so glad that you stopped by. Thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic evening and a fabulous morning. But please remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to check out the Instagram. Go over there to Insta. And check out the channel there. We're adding a whole bunch of new stuff in August. Very, very excited. I'm not sure what has happened to my hair, except for the fact that I did it this morning, sprayed it, and then instantly started sweating because I took Minnie for a walk and it was so hot outside that I felt like I couldn't even move my head because it was just hairspray and just sweat. I know, it's been an attractive day, hasn't it? All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.